yun yung siguro there are couples kasi na parang they feel like they're in a competition with each other. Na parang, ay, ganito yung achieve niya or like, mas malaki siyang kumita kaysa sa akin. Parang for us, walang ganon. We celebrate each other's wins. And kailangan yun sa isang relationship or like sa partnership.
Welcome to Spill the Creativity Podcast, the podcast where we will be having conversations with other creatives that will inspire us, keep us encouraged, and push us to reach our own goals. This is the place where we will be acknowledging the hard truths because while this path is fulfilling, the truth is there's no easy way to do things. It all takes hard work. We are going to be talking about the good and the bad about choosing a creative career. If you're looking for a cup of stimulation for creatives, a warm cup of tea in this otherwise bittersweet pursuit, then you're in the right place. So let's get that cup of tea and get on with the conversation. Yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me. This is the first time I'm gonna have two guests in one go. And this was supposed to be a Valentine's feature. I wanted to feature sana like partners, na like life partners and business partners. And I'm so happy that both of you said yes. So yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna give the mic to you and like let you guys introduce yourselves, what you do, and all that stuff.
Okay, so first, thank you for having us sa podcast mo. First time namin na mag-guest sa podcast.
Yes.
So, thank you. So, we're Reg and Yvette, and we're the founders of the brand and packaging design studio, Alpas Made. So, we mostly work with product-based businesses, and we help them develop a brand identity. And si Reg, siya yung gumagawa ng mga website or Shopify design for our clients.
Yeah, so that's so interesting. I sent you guys guide questions ahead of time and I was reading through it kanina and I would say like the main brain of the business really was Yvette and then Reg just kind of joined. Yeah. So how is that like? I guess I want to hear first from Reg because it's parang voice revealed. Okay. I haven't heard him like sa mga posts ni Yvette ganyan. It's mostly like Yvette talking and then parang sa reels na lang lumalabas si Reg no as a either as a prop or as an extra. But yeah, so I wanted to hear first from Reg. How is it like? And I guess what also motivated you to join Yvette in this creative lifestyle or business?
Hello, nice to meet you. So far ako kasi, parang I can say that I'm introvert talaga. And every time na niyaya ko ni Yvette to join the reels or the stories, sabi ko, ikaw nala kasi ikaw naman yung face ng Alpas. And then, I know for sure na siya talaga yung brains nun. And for me, I know that she has the vision for the business and all I can do is to really support her. And then, from the time na it was during pandemic, hindi talaga ako involved dito sa Alpas. Pero, graduated kasi ako ng information technology. So, nag-redesign talaga ako ng website and also nagko-code ako ng websites namin. And then, that time, yung in-offer pa lang ni Yvette is mga branding and more on graphic designs. And then, doon ako pumasok kasi from the background itself then, ako pala isang graduate ako from IT. Pero during the pandemic, after I graduated in 2018, pinursu ko yung dream ko to be a pilot. So, during 2020, I was training for commercial pilot. And then, pandemic happened. And then, nagpahinga ako ng 2 months. And then, after that, parang iisip ko, ano na gagawin ko sa buhay ko? Wala akong trabaho. And mahirap for application, siguro hiring for commercial pilot. And then, dun ko na-realize na maybe I should go back with technology and with IT stuff and design. And then, dun ako tinutulungan ni Yvette from time to time. Bibigyan ako ng certain projects until nag-apply ako for a job, specifically for graphic design from a US company. And then, dun ko na nakita yung gusto ko rin pala yung creativity, yung pag-design and everything. And then, nag-improve until we have decided na, sige, push na natin to. We will do it. You do the branding, I do the website. So, ayun. Pero sabi ko, in terms of marketing, tago mo lang ako. Ayaw magpakita kasi nahiya ako.
Natatakot.
Ayun lang.
Yeah. So, basically, parang naging employee ko muna siya.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and I want to talk about that. So how was that like for you naman as the person who is employing your partner? And wait, so before we get into that pala, like I was curious, how long na kayo together when this whole setup happened?
So, 2018, naging kami ni Reg. And then, since nag-pandemic 2020, dun pa lang nag-start yung Alpas Made, which is yung design studio. Actually, iba pa yung pangalan niya noon. Tapos, ako lang talaga. Pero, Reg was always behind the scene, like, helping me with, like, decisions, paano yung ganito, ganyan, or he would guide me as well. He's like my therapist sa business. Ganyan. So, I think 2 years pa lang kami nun, or 3 years, magti 3 years. So, pero ngayon, 1 year na kaming married. So, nag-start kaming mag-work together ng boyfriend and girlfriend pa lang.
Yeah.
Diba, medyo risky kasi parang bakit ka mag-start ng business ng boyfriend mo pa lang or hindi mo pa asawa. Pero, I took the risk and at the same time, I was sure naman na with Rick. Kaya, okay na din na siya yung ginawa kong partner for the business.
Yeah, and sabi mo nga, like, you technically hired him as your employee. So if it didn't work out, just fire him. Wala mga shares na mga, like, complications. But yeah, I knew you first when you were just, like, Yvette Alpas, I guess. Like, we've been following each other for a while. And then it was always just you. And then suddenly, like, dalawa na kayo sa profile picture. And I'm like, oh. Yeah. And then, like, I remembered messaging you, and then you were, like, saying that your vision was really to turn this into sort of like a family business. So is that still the same vision that you have?
Same pa rin naman kasi what's good sa amin ni Reg is we're both creatives talaga. Parehas kami na, like, visionary. Parehas kami na, yun, into design nga. Kaya parang it's easy na i-include siya sa business. Parang it's like a no-brainer na kasama siya talaga sa business. And like what I said, he's always there behind the scene. Kahit nung ako pa lang yung nakikita sa Instagram before, kahit ako yung laging nakaharap sa audience or like sa clients, nandyan siya palagi. So parang yung in-include ko siya sa business or in-introduce ko siya or like made it official, I guess. It's like a way also to introduce which is yung service na yung strength niya as a designer. Kasi nga, ako ang strength ko as a designer is branding and packaging. Pero nung pumasok si Reg, dun din namin in-introduce yung service namin, which is yung website, your Shopify, kasi yun naman yung strength ni Reg as a creative.
Ooh, ang galing. Parang super swak din yung strengths niyo. So, pero how was it like when you started onboarding Reg and, well, while Reg was also being onboarded on Alpas? Like, meron ba kayong like big decision-making or like big conversation na, oh, ito, bilang boss mo, yeah, did you have that kind of conversation? And like, maybe for other people who also want to kind of be business partners with their life partners, what were kind of like the boundaries that you've set, or maybe mga rules na you've set for each other para, like set aside life and I would say like your love life and your business life?
Siguro starting from that, when Yvette introduced me to the team, even before from that, may mga projects na kami na ako na rin mismo yung gumagawa. So, when it comes to the internal process, parang naging, parang saral yung progress na parang unti-unti.
Smooth lang.
Pumapasok na ako doon. And then, siguro yung pag-introduce sa akin sa team is like a formality na lang. Na gano'n na parang, hey, we move to now. Hindi siya bigla na parang, uy, papasok na ako nagagawa ng mga projects and everything. Siguro naging rin siya, trial and error, a lot of trial and error. Kasi as designers, meron kaming sariling perception of ano yung maganda, ano yung tamang practices, gano'n. For example, sa website, meron kami tatawag na UI and UX. Sometimes may i-design ako tapos hindi siya mag-agree doon kasi titignan niyo yun as visually. Pero for me, ang point of view ko is minsan user experience. So maraming back and forth na clashes. Pero eventually, siguro parang nandun na yung respect namin sa about isa na ay ito, si Yvette, expertise si branding. So I can give my inputs to her, pero not necessarily na ipupush ko yung concept na yun towards her kasi expertise na yun. And the same thing with her towards me na ito yung design ko, minsan may question siya, pero for me, evaluate ko rin talaga kung okay din yung suggestion niya. Pero pag sa tingin ko na mas okay yun for the website or for the project na gagawin ko, then yun yung i-honor namin. And when it comes to boundaries, yun actually mahirap talaga. Siguro that time, mag-jowa pa lang kami noon.
Jowa
and
talaga.
What if mag-away kayo? Anong gagawin niyo? So, titigil yung projects, gano'n.
Yeah.
Pero kaganda sa amin is, may times na mag-work pa rin kami, pero alam namin, hindi kami okay, or sabi namin may nag-aaway kami. Pero alam namin mismo yung boundaries na kapag work.
Yeah, siguro yung in line doon sa sinabi ni Reg is, yun nga, na sometimes, meron kaming, kunyari, nagtatalo kami sa business, like sa design or sa decision or whatever. Alam namin sa sarili namin na sa business lang yun. Na hindi yun Yvette and Reg as boyfriend and girlfriend or as mag-asawa na magkaaway kami. Kasi hindi naman siya problem naming dalawa. It's more of like internal or sa business siya. So, hindi namin siya ginagawang personal.
Yeah.
So, we don't take things personally. Pag meron kaming disagreement sa business, hanggang business lang yun.
Yeah. Parang na-imagine ko, parang kunwari sa meeting or like you're discussing some things, di kayo nag-agree, tapos ay lunch break, tapos bati na ulit kayo.
Minsan yung kunwari magdi-design kami, tapos magkaaway kami sa office mamaya, anong gusto mong kainin? Mga ganun. Nakain na.
I was wondering also, because I did see from like the questionnaire that I sent na medyo struggle din siya nung simula. And Greg kind of touched on it. You also have to set boundaries, and especially you started as boyfriend and girlfriend. Parang it's not, I would say like things are not as permanent as how things are now. Na you are husband and wife na. So like with those struggles, how did you deal with it? Like how do you deal with fights, and how does that also translate with your clients? Does your clients know na you guys are partners, and would you say na hindi naman siya naka-affect sa clients nyo, like, hindi naman yung client nyo na, I don't wanna hire this team kasi mag-asawa sila. Parang gano'n.
Actually, in terms dun sa clients, mas natutuwa sila pag nalaman nila na mag-asawa kami. Yeah. Parang kunyari ako lang yung nasa call, parang hahanapin pa nila si Reg sa akin na, where's your husband? Ganyan, na parang, okay, so it's, kumbaga, parang somehow naging edge namin yun kasi team kami. And they're aware na, since mag-asawa sila, mas easy for us to do the work kasi mas, yun nga, magkasama kami sa bahay or mas easy yung communication and yung vision is madali ko na-translate sa kanya with the branding to papunta sa website. And siguro, isa sa mga ginawa namin is we really set time to have meetings na even nung mag-boyfriend and girlfriend pa lang kami, then dalawa pa lang kami sa team noon, nagsiset talaga kami ng meeting na this time is meeting talaga siya for business. So, ito yung gagawin natin, ganyan. And siguro yung isa ko rin na na-appreciate sa amin is we don't really have yung roles na o pag lalaki siya yung magli-lead ng business or pag lalaki siya yung dapat na masusunod magde-decide. Hindi siya ganun sa aming dalawa, and which is something that I really appreciate. Na naintindihan niya na Alpas is really my baby, or yung ako nag-start nung Alpas, ako yung may vision nun. And when I say something or meron akong idea, sinusupport niya talaga yun. Although syempre, may sinasabi din siya na, for example, baka hindi to pwede or it might not work. Pero he understands and he respects my role as the founder or yung pinaka-brain talaga ni Alpas.
Yeah, and I guess that's very important then kasi, well, like with all businesses naman, parang, I guess that's the direction we're all going, na there are no more gender roles, I would say, with those things. And well, it's International Women's Month. So, okay, so I guess you also touched on now with the pros of working together as a business partner and life partner. So, how about the cons naman? Hindi ba kayo nagsasawa? Do you also kind of like need break from each other, or, I don't know?
Siguro ang cons lang is, when you talk about business kasi, aside from Alpas kasi si Yvette yung experience talaga with the vision and also magiging goals. Ako naman, I work as an admin within a business. So, sa operational and also for the accounting, ako lahat gumagawa doon. From that, doon mo na rin kasi makikita yung ano yung perception niya when it comes to finances, when it comes to making decisions, taking risks and everything. So lahat yon nagkakaroon ka agad ng preview. Siguro yung kami nung boyfriend and girlfriend pa lang kami, nagkakaroon ka ng preview on what's Yvette like sa magiging family nyo. Ano siya parang sneak peek siya sa kung paano siya mag-decide sa mga finances, sa mga decisions.
Right.
And from that, doon mo makikita na parang ito yung magiging future nyo. Or sabihin natin, from the business itself, pwede nyo na kagad i-ayusin kung ano yung mga kailangan ayusin na kung nangyari may mga ibang principles na hindi ka agree. Then from that, you can talk about it. Kaya sa married life namin, yung nag-transition kami, actually parang it feels the same na siguro minimal adjustment na lang. Kasi parang naging baby or naging family namin yung business na on how we handle the business, ganun din namin i-handle yung family.
Right.
So parang naging trial and error namin yung business when it comes to doing business. Siguro sa boundary siguro in terms of cons, I think wala naman siguro in terms of relationship namin. Pero ang nagiging cons lang is, minsan yung quality time nyo, nakukuha na rin siya ng work.
Yeah.
Ganon. Yun yung siguro naging problema na merong month or merong time sa buhay namin, especially ngayon mag-asawa kami, na hindi kami nakapag-usap in terms of our life, siguro quality time as husband and wife. Kasi lagi na sa isip namin is business ano gagawin namin, ano yung mga ventures na gagawin namin. Until we've come to a point na meron kami na miss out na important things na kailangan namin pag-usapan as husband and wife.
Yeah.
So, yun yung siguro yung mahirap na boundaries. Siyempre, isa rin reason doon, ang office namin is nasa bahay lang. So, meron lang kaming office sa bahay namin and yung kwarto namin, nandito lang din. So, sometimes, mahirap yung distinction na environment na work and also yung bahay mo as family, as husband. So, yun lang for me. Ikaw may dadagdag.
I-add ko lang dun sa sinabi ni Rick na about sa boundaries. Kasi yun yung isa siguro na mahirap talaga. Wala na ako ibang maisip na like struggle na baka mag-away kami in terms of personalities or principles or whatever. Yung boundaries kasi, lalo na pag babae, syempre we value quality time or yung talagang really, yung time na kayong dalawa lang, hindi kayo nagmi-meeting for work or hindi kayo nag-uusap about client work, anong gagawin natin, what are we gonna do for this, for that. So parang siguro yun yung naging struggle namin nung mag-asawa na kami or isa sa mga cons din ng when you're working with your partner na saan nyo ilalagay yung line ng bebe time or client work or like work time, parang ganon. And sa amin siguro ni Reg, what work is yung communication. I feel like that's really important. Hindi lang sa business, pati na rin sa relationship. Importante talaga yung communication na hey, I feel like masyado na tayong grabe mag-work or wala na tayong time for ourselves or I feel like na-overlook na natin tong aspect na to sa relationship natin. Then, dun kami mag-uusap na okay, sige, mag-take tayo ng break or wag muna tayo mag-work sa weekend or let's go somewhere. So yun, dun kami siguro nag-struggle sa simula sa boundaries pero you work it out together talaga through communicating.
Yeah, ang ganda nung sinabi nyo na like, I especially like what Reg said na the business was kind of a preview of how marriage life is gonna look like. Kasi di ba parang technically marriage is a collaboration. You know, like technically it's a contract. So you went with like a different contract na ahead of it. And parang maganda nga din yung sinabi ni Reg na parang it gave him a preview of how you were gonna be like when in managing finances, ganyan. And I actually haven't seen it in that perspective. So I love that Reg brought that up. And I would say like in terms of the boundaries, I feel like that's really something that every couple has to deal with. And I guess like medyo na-mention ko na kanina. And so it's Women's Month and we are all about, you know, like celebrating women and finally us taking the lead and setting our foot in terms of following our own dreams, setting our own goals and all that. So I guess this is a question again for Reg and I want to pick your brain kasi parang I have a lot of friends who also have their own businesses and it's kind of like the same setup. But what happened is even if the brain of the business is the wife or the girl, parang ang mas nagiging CEO is the guy only because he sees things in an admin perspective. Parang detached siya. So, yeah, you've been referring to the business as a baby. So, the way they talk about it is since the wife is attached to the baby, they needed the man's perspective to be sort of detached for them to make I would say like a more logical decision. And parang super different siya from what happened to you guys. And my question for Reg is, was there ever like a hit in the ego kind of thing? Or was it just like, you know what, she knows this business more than I do, so she might be better off as the lead of this?
For me naman, never ako na-insecure sa paglilid yun ng business. Kasi at first, kasi kung alam mo naman mag-asawa kayo or sabihin natin couple kayo, whatever success or achievement na meron siya, success niya yung dalawa eh. Diba? So parang, why would you be insecure about the success of your partner? Diba? And for me, aside from this, kasi sa Alpas, meron din ako sarili kong business, which is Car Rental in Palawan. And then, alam ko kasi yung feeling na nasa'yo yung vision kapag nasa'yo yung gusto mong gawin. And ang kailangan mo lang talaga is support from the people around you, especially yung partner mo. And yun yung nakita ko kay Yvette. Kasi from the start, siya rin mismo yung tumulong sa akin eh. Siyempre, hindi na ako nagpa-pilot and also medyo inano ko na yung opportunity na yon. And siya talagang tumulong sa akin to get back on my feet and also to have income during those times. And then from that, doon ko nakita na tutulungan ko siya, magiging supportive ako sa kung ano mang ginagawa niya. Siguro I could say na mas yung success siguro ng ginagawa ni Yvette or siguro yung success na ginagawa ng bawat isa for every couple is nakarely din mismo sa support ng partner niya. Diba? Kasi whatever yung gusto niyang gawin, kinoconsult talaga sa akin. There are times na talaga nag-oppose ako kasi from my own perspective, minsan hindi siya tama, pero minsan okay din naman, tinatanggap niya. Pero ang pinaka-pinpoint doon is hindi na-hurt yung ego ko right once. Kasi in the first place, it's her dream. And ito talaga yung gusto niyang gawin. And yung pinaka-best na kaya ko ibigay sa kanya is yung support ko. Kasi sa utak ko, minsan nga pag nag-away kami ni Yvette, sabi ko, yung pinag-aawayan natin, parang sabi ko, parang bakit tayo nag-aaway na bawat isa, di ba? Parang it should be you and me against a problem. At hindi siya yung parang tayo mag-a-atake. Kasi partner kayo, magkasama kayo. And yung mindset ko lagi is, kung ano yung pagdadaanan namin, it's the both of us for us to find a solution. Kung ano man yung business na gusto namin, yung maging successful naman yung business ko or yung business niya, it's the success of both of us. Diba? Kasi yun lang talaga eh. So for me, yun lang talaga yung naging mindset ko na hindi ko nakikita yun na parang tapak sa ego ko or naging insecure from that. Kasi I know for sure na partner ko naman siya. And kung ano yung achievement ka, yun din naman yung achievement namin parehas.
Aw, ang cute. Heart eyes. I think with everything that you said, I feel like both of you are so secure with your own skills and like with your own selves. You both know your place, I would say, in this partnership. Na parang you guys have different roles in the partnership, but ultimately you know that the end goal is for both of you din naman. Like, kayo din together yung magsasucceed. And I guess that's a really nice way of showing it. My next question would be more on like the advice maybe that you can give to not just devs but siguro like couples in general who want to kind of partner up in a different kind of partnership. So apart from being a couple, maybe they want to partner up for a certain project, not necessarily a business, but like for something that's outside of their relationship as a couple. Maybe you can share with us from your experience what worked, what didn't work.
Yung working together as a couple, it will really test your relationship eh. Lalo na pag may clashing na ng ideas or pagka meron ng hindi kayo nagkakaintindihan. Pero yun nga, dun yung makikita if same ba kayo ng values, same kayo ng principles, same kayo ng goals. Hindi lang goal for that project, pero goal talaga like bigger picture or goals in life. And siguro advice na mabibigay namin is acknowledge each person's strength. So, for example, kung strength ni Reg is yung admin side, yung finances side, hindi ko na siya papakilaman dun kasi I trust yung strength niya. And ganun din like with Reg. I appreciate na may tiwala siya talaga dun sa strength ko, which is yung branding, yung design, yung marketing. So, may tiwala siya dun sa strength ko na kaya ko yun gawin and I will follow through dun sa role ko sa business. And yun yung siguro there are couples kasi na parang they feel like they're in a competition with each other. Na parang, ay, ganito yung achieve niya or like, mas malaki siyang kumita kaysa sa akin. Parang for us, walang ganon. We celebrate each other's wins. And kailangan yun sa isang relationship or like sa partnership na hindi siya pagalingan, hindi siya competition. It's just two people celebrating each other's wins and achievements.
For me, siguro majority of the fight siguro misunderstanding siguro is yung thinking na marang competition. Kasi mahirap yun kapag inisip mo na, kunyari parehas kami creative, and then I have an idea, and she has an idea, and then pwede kami mag-clash doon. And something na mahirap talaga na kapag di mo nakikita yung ginagawa nyo, as you're both doing this for both of yourselves then, diba? Kaya yun importante talaga yung para sa akin is communication. Kasi minsan, at the height of our emotion, kung ano na naisip natin, and most of the time siguro wala tayo sa wish to communicate or to think about kung ano yung dapat ayusin. Siguro sa amin, what works for us, every time na nagkakaroon kami ng problema, is meron kami laging weekly meeting. We just ask ang bawat isa na ano ba yun? We just ask each other. First one is, anong ginawa ko this week na hindi mo nagustuhan? And anong ginawa ko this week na nagustuhan mo? So that's our usual or check-in question talaga namin yan pag nag-meeting kami. And from that, kunwari sasabihin ko, di ko nagustuhan na sinabi mong ang pangit ng ginawa ko, eto ganyan. And then I would explain na ito kasi ganyan. Tapos sabihin na things that I like na ginawa niya. So sabihin ko, nagustuhan ko yung ginawa mo sa ghetto, ganyan, and everything. So mga simple things like that. Kasi from that moment na nag-meet kami, wala na kami sa height of emotion. At the same time, na-evaluate namin yung mga nangyari from the last week. Which I know na kapag hindi na pag-usapan, may ipon at may ipon yun until to the point na parang magagalit ka na ng bigla sa kanya kasi may naipon na palang issue na hindi nyo na-resolve kagad. So it's very important na communicate as much as possible. Diba? Hindi naman lagi na parang every hour. Pero we set a time to communicate kung ano yung nagustuhan namin or hindi, or something to evaluate yung buhay namin from the last week in terms of sa business and also sa relationship namin. Yeah. So, ayun, malaking help siya for us.
Siguro, idagdag ko din na when, like sa relationship namin talaga, alam namin na it's a commitment. So, when you're starting a business with your partner, it's also a commitment na hindi lang siya na pag wala ka na, hindi mo na siya trip, ay, ayoko na, alis na ako. Hindi siya ganun eh. So, parang for us, we really believe na, nung kaming dalawa, when we gain girlfriend and boyfriend, commitment yun eh. So, we're going to choose each other every day. Kahit na may misunderstanding, kahit na we love each other less, kung may ganun man na term, di ba? It's like a decision talaga every day. And ganun din sa business, nung nag-partnership kami. It's a commitment na when things are not going the right way or when things are not going the way that we want things to go, gigising pa rin kami na we'll work on this together kasi we're committed into seeing this business flourish.
I really like that you guys ask each other what you liked and what you didn't like. Ano ba yun? Is that limited to the business or parang you also ask that personal?
General siya.
Personal siya. So, parang every week, nag-set kami ng time na parang date siya or kaming dalawa, kahit dyan lang sa balcony, kakain lang kami, gano'n. Tapos yun na yun, mag-check-in question kami na parang to evaluate nga, kagaya ng sinabi ni Reg, which is important kasi talaga yun na may communication sa relationship. Siguro sa iba, it may seem na parang OA naman or hindi naman siya kailangan. Pero for us kasi, malaking tulong siya sa relationship namin. Lalo na pag babae kasi di ba hindi tayo yung ma-express ng emotion na kunyari may nagawa siyang something, kinikim-kim ko muna yun. So at least, pag may time kami na sinet na ganun, dun ko siya na i-explain ng maayos nang hindi na height of my emotion.
That's so nice because parang it's applicable both in your business then and in your personal life. Ang ganda nun. So yeah, I wanna ask, like, what is one thing that you wish you knew before you kind of committed? What is maybe one thing or like something that you wish you knew before you got into the business side naman of the commitment?
Sa akin kasi, pikon kasi ako as babae. Parang very emotional or pag may nasabi lang na something or pag inuupo yung iyo, parang napipikon ako. Pero, yun nga, what we mentioned earlier is don't take things personally na kailangan tingnan mo bakit ba niya yung nasabi or bakit niya to sinuggest sa business. Kasi nga ako, very protective ako of the studio. Kasi yun yung parang, ako yung nagsimula nun, it's my idea. So parang, pag may sinasabi siyang something, parang nagiging defensive agad ako. Pero, I always assess myself na, wait lang, baka naman nagme-make sense yung sinasabi niya. Or baka naman talagang may point siya. Baka gusto ko lang itong gawin kasi nakita ko sa iba na ginagawa nila. So, kailangan kong i-acknowledge yung sinabi ng partner ko na kahit na ako yung nagtitake ng lead, I still need to listen to his opinion or kung ano sa tingin niyang mas okay na kahit na ako yung head ng Alpas or nagtitake talaga ng lead. I guess what I'm thankful na kaya si Reg yung naging partner ko rin is he understands me, na sometimes alam niya na, ay, naisip mo lang yan kasi nakita mo lang sa iba or naisip mo lang yan kasi ganyan-ganyan. So, parang nababalance niya ako na he keeps me accountable. That's what I like about our relationship and with having Reg as my partner is he keeps me accountable in the things that I need to do for the business na outside the relationship.
So interesting, yeah.
For me, patience. Kasi lagi siyang nagagalit. Pero for me, when you involved in a business partnership, hindi lang business ang concern mo dito, but also yung relationship mo with your business partner. So when you're doing a business partnership, you need to be patient. First, starting pa lang kayo ng business, it would take a while for you to even make a profit or lumaki yung income nyo and to sabihin natin na maging established talaga yung business nyo. And pangalawa, and most importantly, is you need patience because it will be months or it will take time for the both of you to work together na maging cohesive kayo. Na, kasi sa amin, trial and error talaga eh. In the first place, when we started yung Alpas, wala kami kagad na roles na, uy, ako kagad yung admin, ako yung operational, because of marketing, everything. It takes process and a lot of times and trial and error to set our roles and duties within the team. And I think for us, hindi mo kagad malalaman kasi kagad yung strength and yung weakness ng bawat isa. So you need a lot of patience to wait for the success of the business and for both of you na makikita nyo kung saan kayo lulugar within that business, kung ano maging roles and duties nyo. Ayun.
Ngayon naisip ko lang, siguro sa amin din, like sa business din, ngayon ko lang naisip, it's important that you give each other grace. So, kumbaga, pag nagkamali siya, wag mo agad na, yan, pangit kasi ng idea mo, or like, wag ko yung maggaganunan. Kasi, maka-hurt siya, and at the same time, hindi na siya matatakot yung person na yun mag-take ng risk.
Yeah.
So, for me, nung una, sobrang matatakot din ako with the business. Ayoko talaga nag-take ng risk. Pero because Reg believed in me, pagka may binibay akong idea, sasabihin niya lang, sige, gawin natin, sige, try natin. Hindi niya nakakap yung creativity ko. Kumbaga, fear caps creativity, 'di ba? So yung fear of failure, pagka natatakot ka nang mag-fail, mawawalan ka na ng creativity. And with Reg and like sa partnership namin, we give space for each other to fail. So pag nagkamali ako, sige, okay lang, parang at least charge to experience, at least alam na natin next time. So next time, hindi ako matatakot na let's try this, let's do this. Mas nagiging creative ka na kasi from that failure, sinuportahan ka pa yun ng partner mo or hindi ka niya parang dinown.
Okay, so I always ask this question to everybody who guests on the podcast, and it's a fill-in-the-blank question, and both of you guys could answer it. So it's fill-in-the-blank. Being a creative has made me or has led me to?
Being creative has made me know myself more. Kasi when it comes to being creative, you are doing or designing what you want. Kaya meron tayong mga niche minsan. Siguro it helped me to be more confident. Kasi there are times na meron dati nagde-design talaga ako, pero natatakot lang ako lagi na i-share or pakita kasi I don't think na magustuhan yung mga tao. Pero now that I am using my creativity towards sa clients, sa mga projects namin, sa lahat aking ginagawa, parang it gave me confidence na yung ginagawa ko pala, it has value. And okay din naman siya. So, it boosts my creativity and also yung confidence ko with myself.
Sa akin, being a creative has led me to my husband. If wala ako sa industry ng pagiging creative, hindi ko rin talaga mahanap yung partner ko. Pero on a more serious note, being a creative has led me to design the life that I want. Na, yun nga yung nung nakaraan, nung nag-anniversary trip kami ni Reg. Sabi ko sa kanya, grabe no, it's a Monday, pero nasa beach tayo, or parang we're taking our time off, pwede pa rin tayo mag-work, pwedeng hindi. And dahil we're living this creative life, we have this freedom, like freedom to create, location freedom, na we're not boxed, and we can like explore things on our own terms. So siguro, yun yung something that I'm really grateful for, na ito yung pinursu ko na life, being a creative. Life talaga, career.
Love it. And yeah, okay, so we're down to the last question. If you have anything that you were thinking about when you were starting as a freelancer or like creative people, what is something that you can share with the people na you wish you knew, or for them to kind of like, you want them to think about before they dive into this kind of creative life?
It needs to come from you, from within, and not from the things that you see. Kasi ang problema minsan sa atin is we want to do things because we can see the result or sabihin natin ginagawa ng ibang tao. Pero pag ginagawa mo kasi yung ganito, yung pagiging creative, yung what we do right now, it comes from within na this is what we really want to do. Ang problema kasi dito is, as we know, na kapag nag-start ka talaga ng ghetto or a business or pagiging freelance, it will never be easy to start it out. Kasi ang daming talaga challenges, ang daming kailangan na patience for that. And ang kailangan talaga natin dito, what we need if you want to start this, is yung commitment mo na alam mo sa sarili mo na you want to do this is the life that I want. And also, whatever hindrances na ma-encounter mo, for example, rejection from clients, or ibig sabihin, mga problema, even personal problems, nandun yung commitment mo na I have to push through kasi this is what I want and this is my commitment. Kasi sa amin ni Yvette, especially sa kanya, when she was starting, nakita ko yung endurance niya. Kasi nakita ko yung struggles niya talaga when it comes to doing this. And hindi talaga madali. And yun yung lagi ko sinasabi sa kanya na remember why you have decided to do this. Lagi kang bumalik sa reason kung bakit mo to i-push through. Remember all of those things na iniisip mo na nag-led for you to do this. And ayun siguro, think through, di ba? Isipin mo talaga ng mabuti and kailangan makita mo sa sarili mo na ginagawa mo talaga ito for the rest of your life. And for us, ginagawa namin to kasi this is really what we want to do. Parang hindi kami nagtatrabaho. It's like doing a hobby for us kasi gusto rin namin ginagawa namin. Yeah. And yun siguro yung gusto kong makita ng bawat isa na if this is the same thing na gusto mo nang gawin, you have to know na this is really what you want to do for the rest of your life.
Yeah, parang sa relationship nga, di ba? It's a commitment talaga. For me, since ako kasi yung nauna talaga sa freelancing before si Reg, for me, it's being okay with discomfort or being okay na mahirapan ka muna sa simula. I feel like a lot of creatives or freelancers siguro is parang dahil nakikita nila na, for example, itong freelancer na to is 2 months lang may clients na or like 6 months lang may clients na. It's not always like that. So, be okay with discomfort and be okay kahit sa small progress lang. Kasi parang it's easy to give up pagka nakikita mo yung success ng iba tapos yung sa'yo hindi nag-work. Pero, mahirap lang talaga siya sa simula. So, what you need to, siguro if you're just starting out, maging okay ka na pagdaanan yung struggles.
Yes.
Na kasi part talaga yun eh. Parang, one day marirealize mo lang na, shucks, this is just something that I used to pray for. Parang itong bagay na to, ini-imagine ko lang siya dati, pero nandito na. So, be okay with starting small, be okay with the discomfort, or be okay with struggling first kasi it will get better and it will get easier over time.
Ganda! Okay, yay! Thank you so much, guys, for joining me in today's episode. Maybe there's something that you want to share with our listeners. Where can they find you? Where can they connect with you if they ever need a brand designer or a web designer in one? Please let us know where they can find you.
Okay, so if you're looking for a brand and packaging designer, you can visit our website at www.elpasmade.com. Yes. Or you can also follow us on Instagram at elpasmade. We also have a YouTube channel now, so please support us. We'll share more behind the scenes sa process namin with designing. So you can also follow us. That's Reg and Yvette naman sa YouTube.
Ayun, thanks guys so much for joining me again. And if the listeners didn't get any of that, everything's gonna be in the show notes. So yeah, thanks again guys for joining me. Thanks again for listening to Spill the Creativity podcast. If you like this episode, I would really appreciate it if you can give me a 5-star rating on Spotify and a 5-star review on Apple Podcast. Or you can also take a screenshot and tag me on Instagram at Spill the Creativity podcast, and you can also try the special filters if you want. Thanks again for listening to this episode, and make sure to catch fresh drops every Thursday morning. Bye!